How are we doing today? Steve Roach, president of Stadium Golf Cart. Today we're going to talk about a common problem that we see in the spring in batteries discharging below the level that your charger will see them. You plug your charger in and your charger doesn't do anything. It doesn't kick on, doesn't charge, doesn't do anything. And so you're dismayed, wondering if it's your charger that's broke or what's going on. And what happens in Club Car has an onboard computer, and the onboard computer tracks the level of power in your batteries. So if you go below a certain battery level, 36 volts on the Club Car, and you plug your charger on, the computer will not see the batteries, so will act like it's completely dead. And it's not the case. The problem is that your batteries are too low for the onboard computer to communicate with the charger to turn on. So pretty simple exercise here on what you need to do to charge the batteries up to get your charger working. So we'll remove the seat right here. So now you're down to your battery pack. First thing you're going to do is run tow switch. Always put it in the tow mode. So once you're in tow mode, disengaging the circuit from the batteries back to the controller and the motor. Once we do that, then here's your battery pack. You're going to need two tools. Pretty easy here. You've got a multi-tester, old school multi-tester by the way. Set to 10 volts DC. These are 8-volt batteries. So the first thing you're going to do, number one, before you go through this, is how much power do I have left in the batteries? So pretty simple. Red positive, black negative, right in the middle of the battery. Red, black. You look down, and these batteries right here at about 3 volts. So what we need to do is charge the batteries up individually again, and then we'll wire them all back into series, and then your charger will work. So first off is we're gonna remove the cables. I like to do this one battery at a time. That way you don't lose track. If you take all the cables off, next thing you know, you're looking at a pile of cables and you're saying, oh boy, how does this thing go back together again? So they're either going to be 9/16 or 1/2 inch. So let's loosen these babies up. Take your cable off, just lay it right next to it. Just make sure it's not touching anything on the battery. So next up, you're going to take your battery charger. This is a 12-volt battery charger, by the way. 6 and 12-volt auto sensing, 8-volt batteries. What we do is I set it to 12 volts. On this one, 10 amps. So 10 amps of power going into the batteries. And then I can set a time on it. So what I'm going to do is, okay, so we got the negative to negative, positive to positive. And then I set the timer for about 30 minutes. And what that will do is that will 30 minutes worth of charge. It's going to charge it thinking it's a 12-volt battery. Some testers are auto sensing, will do it as 8 volts. But I find for about 30 minutes that it will charge the battery up sufficiently, 7 or 8 volts, to get it to continue our exercise on doing this. So once you do this, and it's all done, so we're going to fast forward. So 30 minutes from now, you take your connectors off. Take your connectors off. We're going to test the battery pack. So now, red positive, black negative. I put it on. Hey, look at that. 8 volts. Great. So this battery is ready. So I put the connectors back on. Cables. So those are all back on. What I do too, just you're going to have a sanity check. So I'm going to go back through on each one of these and make sure that they're all tight. So now you go to the next battery and do this in sequence until you've done all 6 batteries. So again, take that off, go through the same process, test it, charge it, put them back on, go through your battery pack. So once it's all done, so we've done all 6 batteries and they're all set. Again, go through make sure that everything is tight before we fire it up. So that's okay, so once everything's set up, we're all done. You're gonna take your charger, plug in your charger. It doesn't matter about the run tool. Plug in your charger should kick on and continue the charge for you. So there you go. How do you get your golf cart to charge back up? Thanks for the time.